Okay, text area. So text area element, area element defines a multi-line plain text. Multi-line plain text. Okay, text area tag specifies text area tag is used for multi-line text box. Okay, multi-line text box. The syntax to enter multi-line content, we have to use text area control in HTML forms. So like comment box or address box. Okay, like that. Use text area control, text area, starting tag and ending tag. Okay, so this is the text area control syntax. And so that if you want to specify particular rows and columns, we can use rows equal to 4 rows, columns equal to like 10. So like this we can define the text area control height and width. Otherwise we can use height and width attribute also. So create an HTML form. Doc type HTML element. In HTML tag, header section and body section. Okay, so header section, body section. In body section, we want to display multi-line text box, so that we can copy this and paste here. Okay, and save this with the .html extension. Text area .html. So in HTML folder, text area file is created. So if you run this example, the example is 4 rows width, the 4 rows height, 10 columns width. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 columns height and 10 columns width. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so 10 columns width text area. So in runtime we can resize this text box. Okay, so normal text box we cannot resize this text box. So for normal text box, input type equal to text box, placeholder, okay, name. Okay, so this is normal text box and this is text area, multi-line text box. So save this and refresh again. Okay, so this is normal text box and we can enter only single line of content. Okay, we cannot enter multi-line text box. Text in text area control, we can enter multi-line content. Okay, and we can resize this text area control in runtime. Text box we cannot resize. So this is the difference between these two elements. Okay, text box and text area. And the next control is radio button. So radio buttons is used to this control is used to select one of user select one of a limited number of choices. Okay, user can select only one option from list of choices by using radio button list. For example, in registration form, okay, gender field is there. Okay, male or female or other in Google sign up form. Okay, male, female, and other. So you can select only one option from these three options. Okay, gender, male or female or other. Okay, these three options is there in Google sign up form. So we can select only one option from these three options. So in these scenarios, we can use only radio button list. The syntax is input type equal to radio, input type equal to radio, and male input. Okay, and here name equal to G. Okay, G for gender. So this is the syntax for radio button. So copy this, open new notepad, paste here, remove these two elements, and copy this. Okay, all elements are same. Okay, HTML tag, body tag, and header section. So this is the new control. Okay, female and other. Save this with the .html, radio button.html. So go to folder, our HTML folder, and radio button.html file. So if you run this example, so three options is there: male, female, and other. Okay, okay, we can select only one option from these three. Okay, if you select this other, these two are unselected. If you select male, female, and other are unselected. Okay, only one option. So this is the uses of radio button list. Okay, if you want to run these three options in the separately, so remove this tag, remove this attribute. Okay, name equal to g, name equal to g. Okay, name equal to g. So now you can select multiple options. Okay, so you can select multiple options. Okay, so these are individual. So if you give here name equal to g, okay, for all same name, so all are in same category. Okay, all are in same category with the same name, so that only one option can select. So now another control is checkbox list. So checkbox this control is used to used in groups to indicate a series of choices. Groups to indicate a series of choices. So choices. Okay, so checkbox means you can select multiple options from list of choices. And syntax. Okay, radar button list we can select only one option, but checkbox list we can select multiple options. Input type equal to checkbox okay, input. So in registration form, for suppose for a assume that qualifications field is there. So for qualifications we can select multiple options, 10th enter degree, okay, BTech or PG. So like this we can select multiple options for qualifications. Okay, BSc. So like this we can give multiple options. So open new notepad. And paste here. Input type equal to checkbox. Okay, and now we can remove this tag. Checkbox and first MB. So one more option. Okay, so some multiple options like this. Checkbox list dot html. Okay, so checkbox list. So if you run this example, So it will show multiple options, BSc and MCA, MBA and BTech. So this is checkbox. Checkbox. Okay, and refresh this. So now you can select multiple options. Okay, so if you want to select only one option, you can use radio button list. Otherwise, if you want to select multiple options, so you can use checkbox list. So like this. So this is the usage of checkbox list. And the next one is list box. So list box is similar to a text box. List box is similar to a text box, and it shows a declared number of text rows, number of text rows, and gives the user a list of choices, and gives the user a list of choices. Okay, so list box is similar to a text box, but it shows number of text rows. So based on number of text rows, you can select list of choices, okay, by holding control key when you select the multiple options. So syntax is so use select element, starting tag, ending tag, and option, name, and option. So like this, we can give the qualifications like MBA. Okay, BTech. So like this, MCA, and MS. So like this, we have to define the list box. Here, one more attribute, multi select equal to true. Okay, so this is the very important attribute to select multiple options. Okay, open new notepad. Okay, so you can copy this and paste here. So now save this file, list box dot html. Okay, always save notepad with .html extension. List box. Okay, so list box should be like this. Okay, so multiple attribute. Okay, forget this. Multiple attribute equal to multiple. Multiple equal to multiple. So that it will show, it will display like this. Okay, multiple options. So this is like a text box, but it shows number of text rows. Okay, number of text rows like MBA, BTech, okay, MCA and MS. Okay, it's similar to a text box and it shows number of text rows and gives the user list of choices. So hold control key and select multiple options. Okay, so like this. Okay, for unselect also same. Okay, so like this you can select multiple options, and after that we have to submit our data into the server. So we have to write some background logic to save the data in database. And next, drop down list. The drop down list also same. Select element is used to create a drop down list. Okay, list of options, and we can select only one option from list of options. Select element is used to create a drop down list. Used to create a drop down list. And syntax is same. Okay, select multiple options, so we can remove this attribute. Okay, multiple equal to multiple, multiple equal to multiple. So this is the correct one. So drop down list, we don't need this attribute. Okay, so copy this and paste here. H2. Okay, so drop down list example, and this is list box example. Okay, so H2 is a header elements. Okay, header elements are 6 types: H1, H2, H3, H4, H5 and H6. Okay, so header, these are header tags. H1 header tags are 6 types, H1 to H6, and these header elements are defined with H1 to H6 tags, and header tags are used to define HTML headings. Okay, so these are the headings. Okay, this heading for this example, and this is the heading for this example. Okay, so H6 is the least important heading and H1 is the most important heading. And list box. Okay, list box. Okay, so this is the list box example and this is the drop down list example. Then drop down list will not occupy space in the HTML form. Okay, but list box occupy the space. Okay, occupy the space in the form. So this is the main difference between these two elements. Okay, drop down list will not occupy the space. So list box will occupy the space in the HTML form. Okay, iframe tag is used to display web page within a web page or other website. Okay, we can display another website in other websites in the our HTML form. Okay, iframe tag specifies an inline frame. Iframe tag specifies an inline frame. An inline frame is used to embed another document within the current HTML document. Okay, syntax is iframe starting tag and close tag. Okay, so in the starting tag, so we have to use source attribute. Okay, so we have to give the web page path, okay, to display, and height and width of frame, height and width of frame. Okay, so iframes are used to display web page within a web page, and another websites also we can display within web page, and also we can play YouTube videos within the web page. Okay, so by using iframe we can play the YouTube videos also. So open Notepad and copy this. Okay, otherwise already one example is done in previous examples. Iframes. Doctype HTML, doctype HTML tag, HTML, header section, body, within body, we can copy the iframes. So now save this iframes .html. So now first one is header for this iframe. Okay, play YouTube video. So iframe tag and width height for iframe and source attribute we have to use to play the YouTube video URL. Okay, so this is the YouTube URL and this is for autoplay the video. Okay, automatically play the video after load the web page in the browser. And this is the frame border 0. So frame border 0 means no border for iframes. And allow full screen attribute is used to when you double click on the video, it will display in the full screen. Otherwise, this is not allowed to display full screen. And the second iframe is display other waveforms. Other waveforms means we can display other web pages within our web page. Suppose I want to display image tag, okay, image tag form within this form. Okay, image tag.html and iframe height and width, and finally iframe is used to display another website within our web page. Okay, so here in this example I am displaying 33 schools website within our web form. Okay, and height and width. So run this example. Okay, so actually this video is not exist in the YouTube. HTML iframes. Okay, save this and refresh. Okay, so this video is playing now automatically, and the second iframe is displaying other web page within our iframes.html form. So this is image tag.html form. So that form is displaying in this page, and third iframe is 33 schools website is displaying in our web form. Okay, total website is displaying. Okay, tutorials. Okay, so XML. Okay, so all these are HTML tutorial. Okay, XML tutorial. So double click school's website is displaying in our iframes.html form. Okay, we can play the videos, we can display other web pages, and we can display other websites also in our web form by using iframes. Okay, so next, div tag and span tag. Div tag and span tag. Okay, these two tags also very important in HTML. Okay, to implement any web form, must and should we have to use div or span elements when you are when you are designing the form. Okay, to align the HTML elements also. Okay, div tag defines a definition, division or section in a HTML document. Okay, div tag defines a section that defines a section in HTML document. Okay, div tag defines a section in HTML document, and the div tag is used to group block elements to format them with CSS. Div tag is used to group block elements to format them with CSS. Okay, so now we have to use style attribute or class attributes to apply styling. Okay, to apply styling like CSS. Okay, div tag syntax is syntax div starting tag and div ending tag. So within these two tags, we can place number of HTML elements. Okay, any element we can place. Okay, text box or span or radio buttons or anything, paragraph, any element we can place here. Okay, some example content. So any HTML element we can place in div tag and span. And the span element has no special meaning. Has no special meaning. Special meaning. And for this also we can use style tag Art class style attribute, not tag, sorry, attributes, style attribute or class attributes to apply styling, to apply CSS classes. Okay, CSS classes. You cannot place div tag within a span tag. Okay, so this is the syntax. Span. The span tag is used to group inline elements in a document. Span tag is used to group inline elements in a document. Okay, so this is the syntax. Okay, so we can place these two elements in any of the HTML document. Anywhere you can place div tag, starting tag and ending tag. Okay, so anywhere we can use starting tag and ending tag for div tag. Okay, for spanner we can use span tag for small contents. Okay, so like this we can use. Okay, so these are all HTML elements, and finally HTML5 new features. So HTML5 new features, first one is new doc type. Okay, doc type feature. So already
Sir, can you run the last example?
last example.
Yeah. Using div tag and span tag.
Okay, is this okay? Not this. Okay, div tag, starting tag and ending tag, between these two all elements are there. Okay, and span is here. Okay, for small contents we can use span tag. Okay, okay, next HTML5 new features. Okay, so features 5, HTML5 features is first one, new doc type. So already I told in the first class HTML5 new features. Okay, doc type of figure element. Okay, no more types for skips and links, like this. and doctype HTML. Okay, new doctype. In HTML5 version, we can define HTML form like this. Okay, less than, not symbol, doctype, and HTML. Okay, and greater than. So like this, we can define HTML5 HTML form. In older versions, we have to specify DTD, doc type declaration. Okay, DTD means rules for the markup language. Okay, to implement the HTML form, machine should we have to follow the rules. Okay, in older versions, but in HTML5 we don't need that rules to implement the HTML form. Okay, in older versions we have to specify DTD with the rules for the markup language so that the browser can render the content correctly. In HTML5, no need to define all this tag. Okay, to run this tag in HTML5. So just define like this. Okay, so this is the new feature in HTML5. In HTML4, so must and should we have to define this tag in the starting position of HTML form. Then the next tag is figure element. So the figure element is okay, for suppose if you want to display image with image name in the bottom of the image or top of the image, we can use figure element with the fig caption as a nested element. So for example, syntax for element figure element. Okay, figure tag and image tag, source attribute. Okay, example dot jpg and height, width and others same. Then I want to display caption for image or image name in the bottom of the image. Okay, so that you can use fig caption. Okay, fig caption. Okay, fig caption, so that we can display image name in this element. Okay, image one. Okay, so this is the example for figure element. We open new notepad, paste here, remove this content. Okay, now HTML tag, body tag, and a header section. So copy this and paste here. Okay, figure tag image height and width. Height 300 pixels, width 300 pixels. Okay, so and we have to copy the image path also. In HTML folder only image is there, penguins.jpg. Okay, save this document. Fig caption, figure element .html. So now penguins.jpg and the fig caption tag here, image name. So now run this example, figure element. Okay, image with the image name. So if you want to display image name in the top position, so just cut this and paste here. Okay, so top of the image, so that image name is changed here. So this is the another feature in HTML5, and no more types for scripts and links. No more types for scripts and links. No more types for scripts and links means, so master should in older versions we have to specify the CSS file type and the JavaScript file types to call the CSS files in and JS files in the website, in the web form. So in older versions master should we have to call the CSS or JavaScript files like this. Link href attribute is okay, to call the CSS file in HTML form, use this link element, and href is the CSS file path. Okay, CSS file path, and next rel element attribute relation name. Okay, my file, and next close this tab. Okay, in older versions master should we have to define the type also. Type equal to text CSS, so that the browser can understand easily. So in HTML5, okay, for JavaScripts we have to write like this: script source equal to JS file path. Okay, next type equal to text JavaScript. Okay, and close this. Okay, to call the JavaScript file we have to write like this. To call the CSS file in HTML form we have to write like this in older versions. So in HTML5 version, we don't need this type. Okay, type attribute. We don't need this. No more types for scripts and links. Okay. Okay. So this is the third feature. And fourth one is quote or not to quote. Quote or not to quote. Okay, not to quote. Okay, to quote or not to quote means you don't have to wrap your attributes in quotation marks. We don't have to wrap your attributes in quotation marks if you don't want to, and you don't have to close your elements. And with that said, there's nothing wrong with doing so. For example, paragraph and class attribute. Okay, in older versions, master attribute, we have to call CSS class name within the double quotes. Okay, class name. Okay, in HTML5, we don't need quotes. Okay, double quotes. Directly class equal to my class and close this tag. Okay, we don't have double quotes to specify the class names or ID or anything. And next, fifth one is make content editable. Okay, make content editable. So content editable means in runtime we can edit the content by using this feature. Okay, for example, new browsers have a nifty new attributes that can be applied to elements called content editable. So this allows the user to edit any of the text contained within the element. Okay, so this feature allows us to edit any of the text content within the element, including its children also. Okay, children elements also you can edit. For example, paragraph. This is my example paragraph. Okay, example paragraph. Save this and refresh this example. So now paragraph is displaying. So we cannot edit this content in the paragraph. So if you want to edit this content in the runtime, use content editable attribute. Content editable. equal to true. Okay, content editable equal to true. Okay, so that the browser can edit the content. Okay, so now you can type anything, any content. So like text box. Okay, so like this we can edit the content. So this is the new feature in HTML5, content editable. And the next content, and the remaining features is canvas, and the seventh one is local storage. Okay, local storage, and the eighth one is email. Email inputs. Okay, so I will explain this remaining features in canvas in JavaScript, local storage in AngularJS, email inputs in JavaScript. Okay, so I will explain these three in JavaScript. Okay, canvas in JS. Okay, if you want to implement canvas element, merchant should we need JavaScript. Okay, to implement the canvas element. Local storage also merchant should JavaScript. Need JavaScript. Okay, and the AngularJS and email inputs in JavaScript. Okay, so for these three merchant should we need JavaScript. So that I will explain these three in JavaScript, local storage in AngularJS. Okay, so today HTML concepts are completed, and tomorrow we can start with the CSS.